Hey, are you guys still there? Why are you still here? The show's the show's over? Oh no, 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 no. We're going to see who's paying attention because luckily I have had a buddy with me. This weekend would not have been possible for me without my cousin Pete and this man, Dr. Stevel. He was behind me and everything. He came in and did some sitting in. This guy was immeasurable. Thank you
Same
so
here.
much.
You know, we look the
Exactly.
same, we're brothers, twins. We're interchangeable.
Exactly. Oh,
We'd
yep.
sit
Look at
right
this.
in front of us like, how you doing? Hey, Dave, how
David
you doing?
David knew. He goes, no, there's something going on. Well, we tried before, it didn't work, but now, direct from Glow, we have. She's pulling up the feed. Here we have Sunny, the California girl.
I know. Let's see. Hi, everyone.
There we go.
I'm trying
How
to
you
get some
doing?
people on. We should have on.
Right now
I'm
we
doing
have
great. How are you guys?
on one channel we have 63 people watching already. So we're doing good, and there's about 4 other channels. So.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, people are even checking. What's up, guys? David Johnson. Yep. He stuck around because he's going, I know there's more.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, David Johnson. It sounds like a little robotic, but that's okay. Hopefully.
sitting there staring at the screen.
Yeah.
There's got to be more. So,
The internet's a little bit choppy.
is it a little choppy? We're going to make it work.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sounded a little robotic there, but it could be on my end.
Not a worry.
That's okay.
We'll make it work.
No, I'm not blonde anymore, everyone. So
That was the first thing I was
dark-haired.
going to say.
right? It's like, where's the blonde hair? Everybody asks me that. I get, well, I was blonde for, I don't know, 22 years and tan, but I'm every bit my character everyone says I am, but I kind of think I'm more of a heel. I'm more of a fighter. I was raised a fighter. That's what's in my comic book. I kicked some, can I say ass? Oops.
I think
but
you
I
just
did.
did.
So I'm kind of like, I did. Sunny is happy. I smile, but I might just punch you out. It's terrible. But that was me because I didn't like bullying. My brother got bullied. And there's a segment in my comic book, which is the, Sunny the California Girl bio comic. And in that section, it shows me defending my brother because he used to get picked on. My brother had a hip displacement and his foot went out. He wasn't, I don't want to say disabled, but he wasn't like everybody else. He was just slower, but he was a genius, if that makes sense. But he always got picked on. So everybody who would call my brother's names and stuff, I would be on there fighting. I'm like, it's on, meet me on the corner, leave my brother alone, So I don't like bullies. No bullying.
And see, that's the perfect thing to stand for. Absolutely. And it's a good thing to start. Like, is that what made you get into Glow?
No, my dad actually, going way back, here we go, outdating maybe some, but the legacy and what I say the best wrestlers was in the 60s, the Destroyer, Classy Freddie Blassie and all those guys, Andre the Giant. My mom and dad and my brother and myself, we'd go to the Olympic Auditorium and I was like 5 or 6 years old. So I kind of grew up watching these guys, if you will, because we were there every Friday and Saturday. We went to the roller derby on Friday and then went to the matches on Saturday night. And then my friend was a friend of a friend, kind of introduced my father and my brother into the wrestling biz, and they became friends. And before you know it, they're taking him to the hotels and stuff, and hanging out with all the wrestlers. Then they come over to my parents' house for dinner. My mom's making a big feast for all the wrestlers. So that's how I got the Destroyer's mask when I was little, in diapers. I was wearing Dick Byers' mask, which was pretty cool. And I got to meet him full circle at the Cauliflower Alley Club. When I first attended in 2010, he was there. And I showed him, I brought him a Polaroid picture the next year. And I said, look, that's me in your mask. It was so cool. And he signed it for me.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Now,
and then,
now
later on, I met Andre the Giant when I was in Glow. But how I got introduced myself. I'm going to say this because I'm not like all the other Glow girls. I wasn't a fan of Glow. I didn't watch Glow. I watched the old school wrestling because I'm still an old school at heart. So my father was watching Glow on Saturday. This was his first time he was watching it. He calls me out of my room, and I was just modeling. So I was a swimwear model. And he calls me out and he goes, sit down, check this out. And I'm like, oh my God, these girls are cool. And there's all different sizes, shapes of girls, you know, in Glow. And at the, you know, all different races. And it was cool. And they were all beating each other up. And I'm like, okay, Dad, you want me to do this? Or why am I watching this? You know, I go, this is cool. I go, you know, but I don't think I could do it. I was a track runner. You know, I was an athlete, but I wasn't a wrestler, you know. So I'm watching these girls. And at the end of the show, I was like in love because the characters were so cool. I identified with the girls. And I'm like, wow. And it showed at the end they were hiring. They were looking for new girls. It was audition, you know, come check out Glow if you want to be a Glow girl. And there was a number at the bottom of the screen. So my father goes, call and then send in your headshot. So I did. And I got an audition in North Hollywood, California. And there I go. And I'm like, oh my God. Here I am wrestling before you know it. But the audition was pretty, I don't know. There was 360 girls, something like that there, of all over the world in North Hollywood trying out for Glow. And here I go bouncing in. I was blonde and tan, you know, surfer girl, because my surfboard's right there. If you guys can see it.
Oh, wicked.
Corner, right? So I was a surfer girl. So I was a tomboy. I still am. I love all sports, but I was super tan. I'm like, hey, what's up? Let's do this, you know? And so I got picked. And then we went on to Vegas for the tryouts. And there was like 70 or 80 girls for the tryouts. And that doesn't mean you're in. You've got to go through military training. It was like military push-ups, hyperextensions off the ring. We had to run around the warehouse with our arms above our heads, over our ears, and not to lower them. It was pretty intense. We had 6 weeks of that. And then we went through our tumbles, our rolls, our backward flips. And then we went to a trampoline gymnastics place. And we, you know, started jumping on the trampoline to learn our gymnastics. It was tough. And I was awkward because I'm 5'10". So I'm not little and I'm not like super, you know, and obviously I'm small, you know, small boned and everything. And I'm like, I can't do this. They're going to kill me. But I toughened up real quick. Just put it that way. You know, I passed. And Matt Simber, the director of Glow, said that I reminded him of his ex-wife, which I had no idea. His ex-wife was Jane Mansfield.
Is that good?
So
I was going to say, is that good or bad?
Yeah, I know. They molded the character of my character as Jane Mansfield. So a little bit of the dingy blonde. I go out in the ring and I sing my knock-knock jokes to piss off my opponent. So if I'm wrestling Corporal Kelly, right, I got to go, hey, everybody, I've got a knock-knock joke for you. And I'll say, knock-knock.
Who's
there?
Tanks.
Tanks who?
Tanks for the memories. It's great to be on the scene, to beat the big Marine. And then she'd come after me. And that was it. I'd be down.
That is awesome.
I got to lift and throw and land. You know, I took a beating, you know, because I was a baby face. So, and in Glow, the heels carried, you know, unfortunately. But I was like the female Hulk Hogan. But I wanted to win like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But I did.
Well, David's got a good question here. Was Glow in Vegas at the Riviera, or did it all take place in LA?
No, it was in the Riviera Hotel. First and second season was filmed at the Riviera. Now, third and fourth season, which is my season, I was the third and fourth season girl. So some of the girls left, and then we were the new audition girls. So before that, there was the California Doll in the first and second season. So they wanted to keep sort of the blonde, fun, tan, but they didn't want to, you know what I mean, the same character, but not. So they changed it. So that's how Sonny was born, from Newport Beach, California. But ours was in a warehouse, believe it or not, outside of Vegas. It was an old Harley Davidson warehouse where we trained. And that's where we had the audience. So it was probably about like 5 miles, I think, from the Riv.
So the first 2 seasons are in the Riv. You show up,
Yes.
and they head to a warehouse.
And we were in a warehouse, and people would never know because the way it was set up. And then the audience was like 350. We had, an audience for live taping, of course, each taping. So that's where we trained. But we went to the Riv to eat, breathe, and everything else. I mean, our 3 meals was at the buffet at the Riv. So, yeah.
Oh, so you got there. That's good.
Oh, yeah. We were huge. We were still a big part of the Riv. They all knew G.L.O.W because we were there with Crazy Girls. There was Crazy Girls was the show, and another show was at that time. So, yeah, we still got the star treatment. And then we had our own dorms. So I also got to live, though, at the G.L.O.W house, which was Joan Collins? That was her old house that we had, the G.L.O.W house where you see the scenes, the skits. That's at the G.L.O.W house. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. We've got someone here.
Let's see. And Wayne said he'd come on. I don't know.
Oh, there's some people who posted. A lot of them are saying, this is great. Thank you so much. Someone said, where is it? I miss 80s wrestling. And then someone said the best wrestlers were then. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
I have to agree. Yeah.
This person said, dude, bonus COVID con suite. Thank you all.
Aw, thanks.
There we go. Sunny, my California girlfriend.
Aw, mwah.
And we do have another question, though. What was your favorite match in G.L.O.W?
Oh, my gosh. The favorite. I can't say I had a favorite. I loved all my matches. I think, that's a tough one. Favorite. Let's go with the one with Beastie. I wrestled Beastie the Road Warrior a lot. And I think one of the matches was very intense. And why I say intense is that she bit my ear off, right? So I come out and she's holding my ear, and my side of my right ear, I think it was taped up. And the little kids, because the fans were our children, in the audience, all the kids were like going, Sonny, what happened to your ear? And they were flipping out just to see their reaction. And they were crying. They're like, oh my God, your ear, are you okay? Can you hear? Right? They were just so into it. They really believe. And to me, just from that point and watching their reaction was the most amazing on that. Plus, it was a great match because the blood capsule went off on time, and the way it reached was just perfect. It didn't taste good, but it was, it was good. The bandages came out, and I'm like, do they really know? And they think that's my ear? I was like, because it looked real. That ear that she was holding to the audience, she's going around snarling, like, look, I got her ear. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, it was a great match. We had really good matches. I would say every one. And did I like all the G.L.O.W girls? I didn't know them all because we had to stay separated, the heel, and the baby face. So we didn't get close to each other. We had a few friends, all of us would pal with one or another. But myself, I loved Mountain Fiji. Thank God I didn't have to wrestle her. I wrestled Big Bad Mama and she killed me, especially with my Barbie doll. She took my Barbie doll and she flipped it. And I'm she put pixie dust, right? So I'm in a trance and I got to do everything she does with my doll. And she takes my doll and she actually flips it. And I had to flip just standing there in midair. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? I thought I was going to die. I swear. I was like, okay, you just got to do it. She's flipping you and you've got to follow the doll. So, those were scary. I was injured though on tour. I ate it real bad in a pile driver. And you go, the guys don't do pile drivers anymore, of course. They gave those up, I think, after G.L.O.W. It's the most dangerous thing. But I ended up in the hospital. They thought I broke my neck. But I hit the mat and I just turned just enough where I knocked out, and that was it. But I had severe, muscle strain and problems, but I was alive and no broken neck. But I hate pile drivers, and I always had it given to me every time by Beastie. She's like, "This is it." Yeah.
Oh man. I do have one more question here. Dan Hawkins says Mount Fiji was awesome. Watched one of her matches the other day. Okay, I guess that wasn't quite a question,
Statement.
but this one is: who does the best strut at CAC?
Oh, we do. Me and Chaz Moretti. We've got
CAC.
to win yet, right? We're gonna
You
do
guys
it,
just got-
Chaz. If that is Chaz.
You guys all got an award a couple of years ago. All the G.L.O.W ladies at CAC, Cauliflower
Yes,
Club.
we did in 2017. We did, and that was amazing. That's breaking the ground ceiling as a group of women in the wrestling world. You know, this was the first time we did that, and yeah, in 2017 there was, I think I got like 23, 24 girls there. Yeah,
Wow.
but you have to understand, there's not 70 anymore. I think we're down to 60 girls. I can't honestly say we've lost quite a few. And also, I want to give a shout out to Matilda the Hun, because she's been in the hospital for over a year and 2 months.
Oh wow.
We love Matilda the Hun. That woman's great. She wrestled the bear, you know.
Is there a way we can send condolences or like send her happy wishes like from her fans?
right here? We'll share it if we can. She'll
Yes.
see it. She's doing better. She's a fighter. She's a tough woman, you know, and she's going to get out. And she's going to be fine, you know. Yeah, she came back from some breathing issues and some other health issues, and yeah, so she's a fighter. So a big shout out to her.
Yeah.
And Mountain Fiji, you know, rest in peace. You know, we lost her. We lost Star. She passed away last year. I love Star. We've lost quite a few. You know, it's pretty sad. And Big Bad Mom, of course. Yeah.
That's so go ahead,
No one
Steve.
else is.
No, we've got a good.
Go on. They're snoozing.
So we've got a good question here, but from
Go
one
ahead.
of the Facebook users. Rob, you can pull it up. Do you feel that the Netflix series do you and your sisters justice?
Oh gosh, yeah, I was waiting for the Netflix stuff. You know what? It's so fiction that, I mean, I love the show. I watch it, and they're going on their 4th season. As soon as this COVID thing passes, they're going to be back out. But that's it, because that's all we had was 4 seasons. So they can't go anywhere else with it. I think it's a great show, but none of that really happened. So there was no drugs. You know, we had no robot feeding us cocaine. That, you know, hey, I wish that would be cool. But no, we'd be fired. Matt was really strict with us. I think the togetherness of the girls, that's probably as close as it was. The characters, they took 3 or 4 girls and melted into one. Like Betty Gilpin, for instance, she has a kid. Well, I had a daughter. My little girl was 4 or 5, and she was sitting there in G.L.O.W, and she would watch Nanuchka come out. She loved Nanuchka instead of me. I was like, she was on the other side of the ring. I'm like, what are you doing over there, honey? I'm here. Mom's over here. She's like, I love Nino.
Yes.
So she loved Nanushka the Russian. Go figure. Yeah. So, I mean, there's some things a little bit we can identify. Vegas, yes, but we didn't live in those slum apartments they showed in the series. You know what I mean? They took it way out there for interest of the audience. They took it way out there. And especially the last season of Netflix, that was so far not right. Not at all. Johnny C is not gay. At least I don't think he is. But yeah, our announcer did not have a crazy affair. You know, all that stuff they showed. No way.
Well,
I
that's
watched
where they
an
have
interview.
to.
I watched an interview with some of you G.L.O.W girls after the first season came out, and you guys were, you know, disappointed that none of you had cameos. Did that change in the second 2 seasons?
Nope, we're not going to.
Oh,
No.
wow.
No, and they can't even do our likeness or they would be sued. Honestly, I own my own character. I was one of the smart ones, and I've told a lot of the other G.L.O.W girls to own their own character. So, so if someone uses Sunny, the likeness, they have to get my okay. And I've had stuff out there where I've had to go after some people, but it's not going to happen. And why? That's such a long story. And that's one of the G.L.O.W girls that owns the merchandising rights. That's how G.L.O.W ended. I'm not going to say anymore. It's sad. But one of the girls kind of had, an affair with Rickless, who owned G.L.O.W. And he kind of paid her off. Here, take this and go type thing. So she took that, did the script to Netflix, and sold all of us out, basically.
Ouch.
Yep. Yeah. So do we like her? No.
No.
And I'm not going to mention names, but
Nope.
yeah. Nope.
Yeehaw. That's all I can say.
But if we ever see
Continue.
her, I guarantee she won't be going to the CAC.
Oh, no
I
doubt.
doubt if she'll go to any wrestling functions we're at. No.
Well, I do have one here. This is just a shout out. Thank you so much for that thorough answer. It's an amazing story. It is true, 100%. This one is just a shout out for Stevel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
But this
fans.
one-
Right. Hey, Steve.
What do you
Thank
think?
you guys. You know what? That's so cool that you did this for me. I know. Because Kenny's like, well, we can get you, let's do another one and get you on, Because I was like, oh, shoot, it is kind of late.
Yeah, as is
But I
obvious,
appreciate it. That's
people are
awesome.
still here and people are so invested. But Dan's asking, what do you think of the WWE's ninth wonder of the world, Chyna?
You know what, Chyna? I'm so sad that she passed, first of all. I think they did her wrong. There was too much pressure and some, I would say, bullying there too. A little bit on that side. Yeah. She shouldn't have.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have died. Mm-mm. What a tragedy. She was great. She was really great. And the porn thing, I think she just came out of that whole thing and she was ready again. And the ugly politics, the push-pull, sort of like the ugly person there, if you know what I mean, with the relationship thing that was going on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. I love Chyna.
I think this is another shout out to you. Magic Mike sends hugs to Sunny.
Oh, hey, Magic Mike. Lots of hugs. Lots of Sunny hugs. And it's COVID hugs. We got to do that distancing stuff.
That's right. These
So
are
I can't even
COVID
hug anymore.
virtual hugs.
This is the
here-
6 feet. Yeah.
Exactly. Stuart says, hope to see you and others at CAC in September.
Absolutely. I'm going to be there. I'm so excited. I miss everybody because it was supposed to happen a couple of weeks ago, or last week rather. I've lost time being in this because I've stayed in for 2.5 months now, believe it or not, because I have a low autoimmune disease. So I kind of really have to, stay safe. And I had some surgery in January. I explanted, explant on the spot. I'm just kidding. But I had implants and I got them taken out. I had lymphoma around the casing. So it was pretty dangerous. It's a lot of health issues. So came through that. And I'm so happy to have my boobies back. Now I could do some body splashes, right? No, I didn't have them then either. But yeah, I can't wait to get in the ring again. In other words, I'm ready. I'm ready, guys, because it doesn't leave you. It never does. My drop kicks are better now than when I was in G.L.O.W,
Wow.
believe it or not. And then I have my boxing skills because I trained MMA after that. After I left G.L.O.W, I trained with a great boxer, Forrest Henry. Rest in peace as well. Yep.
So you've kept very active since.
Oh, yeah. Yep. But, I have my cheats. I've been eating ice cream and Netflix. Oh, Netflix, you got to run and get the ice cream, right? Money
Okay.
Heist, guys. You got to watch it.
Okay.
It's so good, right?
Yeah. Money Heist?
But I recommend, checking out the comic books. Here's another one. I'm going to show it. It's got that little shine thing on there. This is one of the covers. There was 3 covers of my comic book that
Here, one second.
Rich Crother, John Crother was the writer. There we go. Whoop, we'll go that way. See that? That's one of the Oh, and then here we go. We've got this. We got to show this. This is my, look at that. Who is that? Dick Beyer and his wife, his beautiful wife, and
yes.
me at the PAC. And I miss
That's
him. I was so sad. I was so sad when he went. But I have a lot of goodies. I have so much. Oh, and this is from a fan. Check this out. Sunny's a Barbie doll in her wedding dress.
oh, that is awesome.
And I have underneath is my uniform. Sunny's outfit is underneath here. So I could go right just like Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Change.
Rip it off, and I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. So you see, you can have a wedding and jump in the ring or get married in the ring. That's a good idea.
And yes, you can have a reception match.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
Here we go. Musa says, new masquerades, Mighty Ego, and lately King Kong Bounty. I really miss these guys too. How I wish I could travel back in time to those sweet, memorable days.
Oh, yeah. Those were the best. Like I said, I mean, I love my favorite, like Destroyer, of course. Freddie Blassie, I loved all those guys. Mr. Moto. You guys know Mr. Moto, right?
Yes.
Those
I
are
think
great.
the biggest thing back then too is kayfabe was real. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I spoke with Danny Davis about this, about his magic as being a heel ref. And it's because it was in full effect. There was no denying wrestling was not real. So people
No,
bought
you
into
know-
everything.
Yeah, I mean, everything was believable there for a while because I used to critique SmackDown Friday nights on AfterBuzz TV with Rick Drayson. And so every Friday night I had to watch it. And I'm like, wow, the moves were so fast. They weren't even making contact. It wasn't believable. It wasn't telling the story. They just went boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what are you guys doing? No, slow down. Make contact. Got to make the contact too. You know, because we did. I'll tell you, those slaps hurt. They really do.
Oh.
You know, if you don't leave the mark, what is that? You got to have
Yeah.
the mark.
That's just
You
a baby
gotta
touch.
Got to make it sting. That's right. Yeah.
it-
Or make it sting. I mean, we can take it. We did as females. We were pretty tough. Somewhere, you know. Let's see. What does it say? I really like. Show.
Mike Bowman said, I really liked the reunion show lots of years ago and the tribute to Fiji.
The documentary. That's right. That's when she was in a nursing home. Yes. I wasn't there for that. I was heading out with my surfboard and I get a call that my daughter was in the hospital. So she was in a tragic car accident. And that was January. I can tell you exactly. January 29th, 2010, when the documentary was made. My daughter was in a severe car crash on the Hollywood freeway. And she had a brain injury. So I didn't make it for the interview. Needless to say, I went to the hospital.
Well,
So I missed that and I missed all the girls. But Afterglow came back in 2014 where Roxy Astor had her first Afterglow fan party. So that's where we all kind of got to know each other again. And that's why Roxy's my buddy, you know, because now we're best friends since then. But we reunited and did this for the fans. It was really cool. It was a question and answer. Where was it at? The Acme Theater in Hollywood. That's where we did this at. And so we sang our rap song, right? You know, I got to do that too before we take this out.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to do the rap.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I can remember. I could do one of my, what is it? I'm California girl, lean and tan. My name is Sunny, and here's my plan. I'll catch you fair and square, and then to the beach we'll all hang 10. That's one of the things, but you got to do the, my right cheek is down here sitting. Let's see, what is our rap? We're the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. We're all champions in the ring. We come from the streets. We come from the city. We come from a world where there is no pity. Slam, bam, it's a wrestling jam. Come on, ladies, give us a hand. It's a big, bad battle in the ring. We're going to have fun and do our own thing. Woo!
That's awesome. I'm loving that. That is awesome. Here, let's get to another one from the guests. Can Sonny tell any Gene Simmons stories?
Oh, ouch.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was waiting for that one.
Tell us.
I
I'm
have
curious
many-
now.
Wow. Okay, so Gene Simmons used to bring us chocolate cake, me and then Chyna when she was a little girl for her birthday. And one day in the elevator, we're going up to my place in Studio City. And he goes, have you ever seen, how did he do it with balloons? He goes, I have the tongue. And I'm like, yeah, okay. He did this weird thing and he actually blew the balloon up. He tied it with his tongue, the end of the balloon, like with this. I'm like, how are you doing that? It was amazing. The man's a genius, first of all. I mean, he is so smart. And yeah, so funny. And he loves comic books. We all know he loves comic books. Yeah, he used to talk about all the comic series and stuff. Yeah, he's really cool. I love Gene. I got to be Paul Stanley in the book, though, and Ace Frehley. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty cool. Because Paul Stanley's, he's the he's the cute. I love Uncle Gene, but he's the cute one. It was fun, and I got to cast the issue with Tommy Thayer as well, which is really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Someone said, don't forget the Playboy.
Right here.
Oh,
right there. Well, it's got the shine here. I've got it in the casing, but we'll take it out.
And look who's on the cover.
These, by the way. I'm not on the cover. Centerfold and throughout the magazine. Yeah.
I know. It's just coincidental. Look who's on that cover. That looks like Gene Simmons to me.
Is that Gene? But, and the saying is, the articles are great, but really the articles are great in this. If you're into rock and roll, and who isn't? I mean, if you love music, there's some great interviews. Lauryn Hill, the Beastie Boys, it's awesome.
Nice.
They're great. And I think Drew Carey, who else? There's a lot of good interviews in it. Yeah.
Dan also,
and I do sign on every page I'm on, by the way. And,
that's cool.
I do have a show. That's another one. I have a show that I want you guys on if you ever come out to California. It's called The Brighter Side with Sunny Show in studio. So you guys got to come out and take a tour of the studio. It's in Chatsworth, California.
Excellent. No, absolutely.
Now you tell us.
Yes, that's why, because she knows we can't go anywhere.
Right?
Yeah, not now, but when it all breaks, you got to come out. I'm dying to go to Disneyland. I can't even go to Disneyland.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay,
yeah.
wait.
This one says, this has been my favorite interview today. Sunny is awesome. Awesome comic book. Thanks, COVID Con. You rock. I think this is more Sunny than us, honestly.
Pretty well, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Dan. That's awesome. I'm glad you appreciate it and you love wrestling. Stay a wrestling fan forever.
Right. Okay.
We love you guys. That's what makes the world go round.
Jim knows all about it. He's going for a cheap pop here. He goes, can I get a shout out for Double J?
Yes. Double J, you rock.
There we go. And then he did ask, how about a guitar to the back? Is there a guitar over there?
Oh, no. But I used to have a Paul Stanley guitar, and I had a robbery, and it was taken. It was heartbreaking. Oh. And I'm in the history book. So Gene Simmons gave me his personal history book, right? And he goes, you're in it. And I go, what do you mean I'm in it? He goes, you're in it. You have an article all about you in it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. So, yeah, I'm in the history book. And that was ripped off. I had Paul Stanley's guitar. And oh, my God, so much memorabilia. I had a lot of pictures, too. A lot of Playboy pictures from my shoot. All that stuff was stolen.
No. I think I understand this, though. How about a guitar to the back? Was there ever a match that you took a guitar to the back?
That would be, yes. And that's MTV. Yes.
Okay.
MTV.
That's what Double J is talking about.
She had the guitar. She'd take it to the opponent's back. That's right. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. That's Eileen. And she's on Facebook, too. You can catch her on there.
That's awesome. Those are the fans I absolutely love. I do a podcast with Sid Vicious, and someone contacted through the show for a question and asked him about the time he'd had tug of war with an elephant. And Sid was like, I don't ever remember doing that. But we found pictures and everything. So it's the people that pay so close of attention that they bring back memories.
Right. Yes. And that's it. And they do, because I've said I've been, hit in the head too much. I have 8 concussions. So, I'm lucky to remember my name. And I'm sure a lot of wrestlers say that, because it's a brutal sport and it does affect the thinking. But I'm coming back pretty strong because I'm starting to remember my raps again, which is good.
Nice.
But yeah, I see with those pile drivers.
You mentioned that you've got a movie that's coming out or you're working on.
Yes. Okay. So I know we didn't get to that with Scott, but Scott probably touched a little bit about he's doing my autobiography. So, because before wrestling, obviously I was born until now. So there was a lot of stuff that happened around my birth, and also after G.L.O.W. So, all that's going to be in the movie and the book. So the autobiography and then the script and then made for Lifetime movie series. Yeah. And I don't want to give too much away, but, it's about, I was handed over when I was born. There's a lot of stuff around that, political money and all that kind of stuff. After G.L.O.W., I did the NFL. Did you guys see that? Probably my NFL poster stuff. So I represented the Rams, Raiders, New England Patriots, and Miami Dolphins. And I was a sex symbol in Vegas after G.L.O.W. was over. So I had my own show called Battling Beauties where we trained. I had 10 beautiful girls. And I came out as the host. I was wearing a white tuxedo thong bikini in a ring. And here you go. I know you guys are going to say, oh God, it's oil wrestling. This was not oil wrestling. It was legit wrestling with sprayed down with water and oil, but you had to wrestle pro wrestling moves. You're not rolling around like mud wrestling or oil wrestling. So that was Battling Beauties. And it was really cool. We had a big audience there. And that was just off the strip in Vegas right after G.L.O.W. was over. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So after that, I went on and did that and that. And I had a manager for a movie I was doing. And turns out I'll just say this, he was 10 America's Most Wanted. That was my own personal manager. So you can imagine where the story's going with that.
Yeah. That's kind of best left to the imagination because.
And I don't want to say a victim. I'm a survivor. I hate with the Me Too movement. I was raped twice and attempted murder by the individual. So, yeah, I survived. I hate being, the people go, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. How did you do that? How did you survive? No. A victim, no. A survivor. So, and that's for all women out there that go through that.
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. So am I for women's empowerment? 110%. And can I teach women to self-defend themselves? Absolutely. Absolutely. Indeed. Yeah. And I was really naive back then, guys. Those things happen. And in Vegas, the mob was still there. So this guy was, involved in a lot of shady dealings. He also owned Sunbelt Sports, which was a betting firm. And that's where I did the NFL stuff at. That's how I met him. But the guy didn't own it in his own name. He had like 20 different aliases. Wow. So, yeah, it's unreal. But there's so much to it and so much good stuff. So Scott Stephens is doing it, my story, the autobiography. And then I've got a scriptwriter that's taking that for the series. Yeah.
That is awesome.
So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. I want to share it because it's going to help everybody and everybody can relate and identify. That's the most important is everyone can go, oh my God, that happened. That happened to me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and how to get through it, stay positive. You've got to always understand and have some resolution and not go, oh my God, what did I do wrong? It wasn't me. It was him and the illness. This man had and he was a cop. He was an honored cop in Ohio of all. How about that one? Oh yeah. Yes, indeed.
You're telling this story.
Yeah. He was tried. He got 20 to life and 6 years of coercion on top of that.
Oh, man.
So, and he was
See-
at where OJ Simpson in Lovelock Correctional Center in Las Vegas.
So
Because
you're
the
telling
first
this,
attack happened in Las Vegas.
you're telling this
So,
story that's already up here, and then you just keep adding a little more,
Yeah.
and it just seems to climb.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like,
There's a little clip so you can imagine what the whole thing. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have Scott Stevens. He's an awesome author. He's doing Brian Blair's book. He's did John Abel's, and he does great fiction work. He's got Deadly Roses, what else? He's got On Ice, Twister. He's got some great books out. So, check out his books.
absolutely. Well, Sonny, thank you so much for being our after party. This has been great.
After party, nice.
That's right. After party on Afterglow.
I was just informed by Kenny. He has submitted it or reshared it, I guess, and it's now listed as COVIDCon after party. Okay.
Right. I like it. That's
And
right.
right after that, he
Thank you,
goes, he goes, Sonny, do you forgive us? And again, I apologize.
I love
Yeah.
you.
But then there was
It's
a
okay.
comment.
It was my thing trying to do an iPhone on a pod and going, and turning, and it was doing, I don't know. It was just crazy. This is so
That's-
much better.
This is why technology is so much fun, right?
Right? I know. But we did it. We got it.
And there is one comment on here. I'm going to see if I can make it big.
gosh.
So we will do one of these monthly, smaller scale.
Oh, that'd be great.
So
yes.
looks like COVIDCon is now a thing.
I think it should be. I think it's very cool. Yeah. Because you're getting up close and personal. When we're at a Comic-Con, we're behind a table and, we're not, this is like more comfortable, and again, very personal, which I think
Exactly.
what the fans deserve,
Well, too, if you go to an autograph line, you're there for 2-3 minutes while you sign a picture, you say a couple things, and you're gone.
Next.
And that's it.
We
Yeah,
have now been here for
exactly.
45 minutes.
Exactly.
Let's see you get this at the front of an autograph line.
Right?
Nice.
Before we go, I want to find out more about your comic
Yes.
book and how can we get it if we don't see you at a con?
Absolutely. I know because they canceled all my events. I was going to be in New York. Oh my God, all of them, but they're gone. I mean, June, I'm not going to River City. They did open it up, but I refused because I think it's too soon for Florida. So I won't be there. But I will be at the CAC, of course, and then some other events afterwards. But the comic books you can get through me on Facebook or at Squared Circle Comics. That John Crother, I'm sure he was on, and explained where it's squaredcirclecomics.com. You can go there. Kevin Laporte, Amanda Raquels has that. I think they're on Facebook as well, but you can always find them. They're in the comic book store, the Squared Circle store, I believe. Yeah, but I have some here. I have tons. So yeah, just reach out to me. I'll send you one. I'll send you guys. Yes, I'll send you one. Give me your addresses.
I would just throw him one. Just throw it at the screen. He'll catch it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to catch
I know.
it. Sorry. Paper cut.
Just rub it.
Oh, see, look at that.
Smoothness of that.
See,
The
she made it
smooth
all better. Awesome. It looks like we got one last little comment here. Hey, Sunny from G.L.O.W. I interviewed 4 of the girls from G.L.O.W. And this would probably be better if we knew who Facebook user was, but that is cool.
Wow, I know. I have no idea, but that's great.
Who are
Yeah,
you,
no.
Facebook user?
That's very cool. I don't know what 4 girls.
And
I know.
just as a side note, I just realized my personal feed is in here, but it doesn't come up on the side, so I can't bring it on the screen. But a friend of mine, Cirrus,
no.
just posted, "Today was awesome. Never watched my phone for so long."
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, that's cool.
I got thinking about that. Literally, when you're watching your phone, I know mine's good for about 8 or 9 hours. This has been like 16. So when do you stop to recharge it? You know?
Oh, I know, right? You guys have been going. You guys got to be tired because you guys have been going all day,
Adrenaline.
right?
We're getting there.
After interview.
But you know what? Staying up for this is totally worth it. Thank you so much for taking part in this.
Thank you, guys. It's been so much fun. You guys are so cool. I've had a blast.
Absolutely.
And yes, reach out to me, and I'll send you a book. Okay.
Well, if I could ask a favor, I'm going to pull you guys out of the feed for a second and say goodbye, and then I'll bring you back so we can talk for a second. Okay.
Hold on. Before you go, the person that is Elvis from Jobber Jabber, he's the one that interviewed the other 4 girls.
Oh, there we go. Elvis from Jobber Jabber.
Nice. Oh, Jabber. Okay.
I did it for Jobber Jabber.
Elvis.
Roxy, Debbie, and Jailbait.
Cool. That's 3-year-old.
So then here we go. Elvis, where was the interviewer? Okay. Tell us where we can see these. We want to read these.
Right.
So post it here. That way people can read it.
That would be good. Yeah.
Again, thank you so much, Patricia. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And we'll talk to you more soon.
Thank you. I'm going to go Money Heist on Netflix.
There we go.
Gotta watch it. So good, you guys. It's so good. All right. Thank you.
All right. No problem. I'll be right back.
Bye.
And Dr. Stevel, I'm going to set you out for a second.
Okay, bye-bye. That was fun.
Thanks, buddy. You're a lifesaver, buddy. Boom. Okay. Well, there we go. The after party is over. It is done for now, but remember, with Kenny's little announcement there, we will be having it again. So what I'm going to do is say goodnight, and I guess it's not goodbye because we will be back. All right, everybody.